All right, we are live here on twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious. And we are, for the first time, breaking out some retro bowling. And I am psyched to do this. I picked this up the other day, just messed around with it just a little bit. And it is delightful. This is Brunswick World Championship Tournament World Champions, some combination like that. It's game from like the early 90's, late 80's on the SNES. And yeah, I just messed with it a little bit the other day, but I certainly am not good at it yet. So we're gonna hop in. We're gonna do a couple of practice games, and then we'll hop in and do a tournament and see if we can actually like manage to rank somehow. All right, there we go. Yeah, sure. I I I don't really know the settings in this game at all. All right, so what I did learn is that that blue arrow is sort of what we're aiming at, and I don't know how to change that. But I do know that where we move, it kind of aims at that. And then the more spin we put, it'll come back. The more power we put, kind of the better. This is what I learned over time with this. There are different balls you can pick. As I messed with those, they kind of messed me up, and I didn't do well. So going with the default ball here. Hey, Rye, welcome. trying a trying a slightly different setup on the stream since I'm playing an SNES game, and it's a nice square setup like this. Gives a little more room for me, so I gave myself this sick retro gaming sort of old 70's 80's den background. All right, well, let's give it a shot. Let's see how we do. That might not be enough spin to come back. Not quite. All right, let's see if we can come back. We can get a spare coming back on this. Yeah, yeah. It took some hunting around to find just the right image. Oh, I'm getting alerts. Yeah. I uh I messaged Dr. Redacted. I saw his other half post something that made it look like they might be in Disney. So I messaged him and just said, "Are you in Disney?" Because he and I were just chatting last night. And yeah, he is in Disney. Of course he is. Glorious bastard. There we go. That's where we wanted it. Oh, come on. Robbed me on that first frame. That's all right. That's all right. We're getting a feel for things here. We're doing some practice gaming. All right, let's see. That should give us something. Come on. Oh, robbed. Oh, that's too much. Too much. All right, we're getting there. We're getting a feel for things here. Not a great start, but it could be a lot worse. I'm really hoping in December when I'm out on the other half of the state for Rad Pro that I'm able to go candlepin bowling again with Troy Nelson. Troy Nelson and Coral went candlepin bowling with me, and it was awesome. Oh, come on. No amount of spin was going to bring that back. Too steep an angle. Too steep. We got to be like here-ish maybe. Yeah, that's better. Oh, come on. Come on. It's what I like about this game is it's slow moving. There's no rush, and and it's a little bit difficult. Okay, at least I didn't have a 7-10 split that I had to pick up. That would have been devastating to me. Okay, let's try putting it like right here with all the spin. See what happens. Oh, just a little too much. Little too much. Yeah. I like when the guy pops up clutching his head like in disbelief. Looking forward to grind this weekend. That's going to be something. I been chatting with Rip, and boy, that is he's in a mood. He's in a mood. I don't know what to expect in my match, and that's always a little bit worrisome. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I can probably pick this spare up. I can probably get this. Yeah, there it is. All right, finally, we're starting to pick up some spares. I knew it would probably take one or two practice games before I would want to kind of jump into like the tournament mode and start seeing if I could like get a decent score. That seems like a pretty good spot to be. Yeah, now we're cooking. There we go. Yeah, yeah. I think when I saw Rip's promo, my first thought was like, boy, Paul's gonna be earning his keep that night. Sounds like Rip's got some plans that'll involve moving about the venue a little bit. But I'm no stranger to that in my matches, so I'm not too worried about it. But you know that is most certainly Rip's wheelhouse. He loves a crazy match that takes you on a tour of the venue. Come on. Ah, just missed it. Come on. That's all right. I wonder if I can do one with like no spin and just like get it right up the middle here. Almost no spin. Oh, that might get it. Oh, Brooklyn style coming off the backside. Nice. Nice. Okay. All right. I'm still trying things out here. Try that again. See if I can if that's replicable, that might be the way. Whoa. Might be onto something here. Hey Bobby, how are you, buddy? Yeah, I'm gonna have to be rescheduling things pretty soon. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No spin, right in the gutter on the far side. I was still thinking no spin, even though I knew I needed some spin there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be reworking the schedule pretty soon, and I'm not really sure what that's gonna entail for the stream. Yeah, not enough spin there either. Double gutter balls on, I think, like the last frame. That's not what you want. That's like the worst time for that to happen. All right, a 114 is not great. All right, we're gonna do another practice game here before we jump into tournament mode and see how we do. All right, we want that curve shot. Everyone wants the curve shot. That's what the people tune in for. Oh, left one standing. I hate that. There we go. Just pick it right off. Okay. I'm starting to get there on zeroing in on those picking up those spares. Why am I rethinking my schedule? I have some things coming up in my non-performing life, in my personal life, that are going to make the schedule, the day-to-day schedule that I'm running very difficult. Currently, I get out of bed at like 11:30 in the morning, which means having a real late night of streaming until, I stream until 10:30 and then I go have my workout. Pretty doable. Um, oh, just missed it. Pretty doable. Since I can get up really late, but I have some personal stuff coming up that's going to change. Where I'm going to need to be getting up at like a normal human time, like around 7 in the morning, 7:30, and that's going to make staying up till 1:30 in the morning not so ideal. And since I do still have to get the workouts in, I'm having to rethink when I do the streams. enough spin? Yeah, didn't quite hit the head pin there. Now that said, I'm not terribly yeah, there we go. That's a good spare to pick up. I'm not terribly worried. I've kept normal hours previously. Um, but not while I was live streaming. So it's like a whole nother. I have to work in. Not enough spin. Make Johnny streaming again. Yeah. Hey, I'll talk to him. I'm gonna see him in a couple days here at Pro Wrestling Grind. We'll see if we can convince him to get back. Oh, that was unfair. That was unfair. We'll see if we can get him back up on Steam on Twitch here and there. I believe pretty soon I'm going to be starting dual streaming where I'll be streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. All right, yeah, I don't think that's enough spin. It needs more spin when I'm all the way over there. Yeah. Thanks, Nightbot. Yeah, I recently so for a long time I've not really watched streamers, which is a very silly situation given that I stream quite a bit. Oh, that wasn't quite enough for it. Um, but I started watching some streamers lately, and there's a few that I really like. Some cool folks. Frank Howley streams a lot of Joshi wrestling and a lot of classic wrestling, and he also streams a bunch of classic Japanese monster movies and those kinds of things. And he does some cool stuff with his stream that I like. So I've been working on upping my stream game. That's why now we have Nightbot. You'll see I'm doing a slightly different look here today. I'm starting to put a little more effort into how the stream actually looks instead of just saying like, well, at least I'm live. That's good enough. Oh, just missed picking that spare up. Yes, just like Bobby Gilbert 94, top tier streamer. Hey, I enjoyed the bit of your stream that I caught the other day. I think you're doing some good work over there. That might not be enough spin. Yeah, not quite enough. Missed that head pin. All right, that's okay. Really, like I feel like if I can break 200 here anywhere, that's pretty good. That's got it. Yeah, there we go. Cleared that out. But I do like the way that I sort of have streams set up currently, where Monday's my lazy day. When I come back from wrestling on the weekends, I do not have it in me to be like hard streaming, like really thinking about what I'm talking about and like focusing on a game. That's exhausting if I'm gonna get back into like my week of actually like lifting and everything. Um, not quite what I needed. So having a lazy stream like this retro bowling game, that's a great Monday stream for me. That's just to sit around and chat and play a game that's not stressful at all. Then on Tuesday, I think for a little while here, I'm going to be playing Mandragora because I really liked that. You all know, modern one-player games are not my normal wheelhouse. I thought that was great. I really enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to be doing that for a little bit. I'll mix a few things in here and there. And then Wednesdays, I'm going to try to make my either workshop day or we might do a bit of like watch-alongs on those days. Like this Wednesday, I'm kind of debating. I might do workshop stuff. I might try to do a watch-along of like the best of Perry and Rip because we've had so many matches against each other that I think I could fill a whole stream with them easily. I don't even think I'd be able to fit them all in one stream, really. Ooh, that might be good. Yeah, coming back strong in this last frame. Let's go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's see if we can pick that spare up. Maybe. Ah, not quite. Not quite. All right, 124. We had a 121 and a 124. Not off to a strong start, but we're going to hop into a tournament anyway. Oh, there's all kinds of different tournaments. I wonder if it makes the I wonder if it makes the venues different. Well, let's just go with the first one. Let's start right at the top. Since it's my birthday week, I'm playing random games all week. Oh, that's cool, Bobby. Do you have any picked out? Or do you have like a list that you're picking from like you can use like pickerwheel.com and let it select at random for you? Hey, Nicka Beans, welcome. I oh, oh, I have to pick who I'm playing as. I don't know who any of these people or who I'm playing against maybe. I guess I'm player 1. I don't mind that. Let's set up our name here. Invalid entry. How do they figure? Right, well, I guess we're gonna... I noticed there's some letters missing, like A isn't there. Actually, it appears that there are no vowels. Why is that? Is that just to keep me from making my name Ass? I don't understand why these are invalid entries. Enter invitation. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bounce out of there. We're gonna try League. Maybe that's what we need to do. Singles League. No, that appears to be multiplayer. Why don't I know what anything is? Why is this game complicated? Okay, tournament. Long tournaments. Sure, let's do that. Enter invitation. I don't understand what invitation I need. Hey, Herobotic, how's it going, buddy? I'm playing some Brunswick Tournament World Champions. And I have no idea how to get into any of the actual gameplay. Like, so far, I've only been able to make it work for practice games. Maybe it's under player setup. Maybe I need to do that first. Let's try this. Yes, I did manage to make that change. Hang on, Nickabean's multipass? Right. I think I'm getting closer to whatever it is I need to do here. But yes, I've recently Herobotic. I've started actually like I I don't know what is being said to me by you all, but thank you. Okay. Ooh, change clothes. Ooh. Ooh. I've not seen the Fifth Element. I apologize. Let's see. What is the most Perry outfit here? Something that looks like my gear. No black and red option? Rye, you could fill an entire you could fill a library with the stuff I've not seen in terms of like films and such. Ooh, we can pick some. I like the bowling shoes. Okay. Right-handed's good. I'm sure whatever. Uh-huh, good. Good. I may have to. Yeah, people are always shocked at the level of like great movies that I've just not seen at all. Like pretty much if it's not like in the Star Wars universe or like a Disney film, there's a pretty good chance that I've not seen it. With some watch-alongs, we can mystery 3K them. That's really hard to do on Twitch, because they will copyright me and shut me down, which can be really hard. Um, Brunswick pros. Wow, they're telling me all about these people. That's cool. Bowler roster, sure, whatever. That's fine. I did my bowler setup. Let's see if I can get into a tournament now. Okay, I'll play as Perry. I don't have an invitation. Doesn't advertise or replay of streams. Yeah, that's one of the things. I kind of live for the replay. Having my stuff on YouTube. I'm looking up tournament invitations. I'm looking this up to figure out what it is exactly that I'm missing. Okay, a lot of this is not helpful. Aha. All right, I think I found what I need to put in here. Oh yeah, got it. Haha. Yes. All right, we're doing the tournament. Probably not going to do very well. Wow, that's a lot of names involved in this tournament. I don't know what all that means, but okay. Difficulty hard. I guess okay. We're doing it. All right, we're in. See how this plays. Hook, hook, hook. Oh boy. That does not hook the same way as the other lane I was at. Off to an inauspicious start. Let's try doing one with like no hook. Yeah, there we go. Caught that spare. That's what I'm talking about. Um, yeah, I do want to do some watch along stuff. I kind of think if I had a way to get Rip on stream, I think it would be better. But I'm thinking Wednesday I might do a watch along that's just matches of me and Rip Bison. Since on Saturday I'll be defending the Grind Grand Championship against the person I've wrestled more than anyone else in wrestling. Come on, strike, let's go. We're coming back. We gave up on the hook shots. We're rolling straight. This is how I played when I was in middle school. I was not a hook shot guy. Yeah, the thing about like I would love to have Rip on stream for that, Um, he has very little interest in being on a live stream, and moreover, I can't really guarantee anything that he might say, which makes me worried. Ah, too much hook. Um, so I'm always a little weary of having him on anything live where I can't edit it afterwards if I need to. Um, he's a little bit of a loose cannon. Um, but also like I feel like the only way I'd be able to do it like and have it really function well is if I brought my rig over to his place and set up, and I don't have that in me this week. So I think it might just be me hosting. I may message him and Delmy and see if one of them wants to hop into the chat. And what is his favorite curse word? It's definitely it's not so much the cursing that I worry about. It's him just slipping into saying things that are a little too Western Mass, if you catch my meaning. A little bit too raised in a small rural town. It's not that he is particularly offensive or holds offensive beliefs. It's just that he'll drop words that were commonplace years ago, not meaning them with their meaning, but he still says them. He always looks uncomfortable after he does it, but like I think it's just a force of habit, and with his job, he's not really in a position where he has to worry too much about course correcting for that, so he's never put a lot of work into that. Ooh, 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 not enough spin. That went way too in the middle. Oh, I left myself a terrible, say, Western Mass, expecting him to say he plays a lot of Ultimate Frisbee. Herobotic, this is the issue when your experience with Western Mass has been me, the colleges, and Northampton. You have a very small window of what Western Mass is. Come on. Ah, ruined my perfect run there. Yeah, he's advocating for marijuana legalization. Not really anything that anyone has to worry about advocating for much these days. I do have to travel into some of the boonies for work now. I'm starting to get a better idea of it. Yeah, what's weird is I was pretty isolated from it growing up. Like I didn't really see a lot of that stuff cuz Greenfield wasn't really like that, and like my family isn't like that, and certainly didn't associate with people who were like that. But, you know, that's true. Few of the frisbee trails. Yeah, they're everywhere out here. I know someone whose family built a frisbee trail on their property. Now that blue arrow that goes right toward the middle, I have no idea how to move that. I feel like I should be able to move that. Uh-oh. Gutter ball. Come on. Come on. I'm quite good at tossing a disc. I mean, my dad and I played frisbee all the time growing up, but it was in a pre disc golf era, and we didn't play ultimate. It was more just the two of us throwing it back and forth and being able to do tricks when we caught it. My dad was like big into freestyle frisbee when he was in college, and never really got out of it. He was very excited when our neighbor next door moved in, and the dad in that family also did freestyle frisbee and could do crazy tricks. The two of them had a lot of watching them play frisbee was wild. It was like part juggling act, part sport. Just great stuff. I am scoring very poorly here. I think everyone likes my dad, but I agree. Two dead center. We need a little spin on that. We need a little bit of spin. Field goal? Yep, field goal. Right between the uprights. He's easygoing and like a mini. Are you referring to my dad or your child? Oh, my dad's like a mini. Yeah. Well, that's the interesting part of my family, where my brother and I both tower over both of our parents. Yeah, my dad and I are a great deal alike. There we go, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, yeah. All right, if I can crank out a turkey at the end here, that would really be great. Giant freak. No, Bobby. No. When Herobotics says my dad's like a mini version of me, it really is. He's significantly shorter than I am. My dad's like 5'9", 5'8", maybe even a little shorter. Might be like 5'7". There we go. I picked up the spare. I'll take that. All right, all right. We're steadily increasing. We're not getting worse. That's important. Thank you, Nightbot. Okay, I'm guessing I'm ranked way down. Where am I? Where am I? We're looking for Perry. Ooh, I'm way down somewhere. There I am, number 64 out of 64. I am ranked dead last at this point. I'm not going to bother saving that passcode. Doesn't seem like I'll need it. All right, onward. Okay, we're constantly having to sort of learn these. See what that does. Ooh, that might be pretty good. Hey. Hey, Putt, look at me violating all the rules. Wow, look at all those emotes. Pulling the power moves on old Nightbot. Let's see. Let's try this. See what happens. Ooh, maybe. Oh, hey, there we go. Real punchy in the chat. Chat's getting real punchy. Could be worse. Could be real paunchy. They put in a paunch burger across the street from my house. Come on, get in there. Yeah. All right, we're coming back. We're coming back. Being real paunchy at all times. Join the club, pal. But this is the glory of entering our 40s. We're allowed to be heavy. It's just a part of life. The only difference between you and me is that I have to wear spandex in front of an audience. I say have to. I have the privilege of wearing spandex in front of an audience. There we go. Picked up that spare. We're gonna have a much better score this time. This is going pretty good. Have to choose to. Yes, and we keep asking you to please stop. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been conspiring with our homie Nickabeans. It's a little bit late in the game to play a good prank on Rip for his birthday this week at Pro Wrestling Grind. But we're coming up with some ideas for next year. How am I supposed to sell my merch without the Speedo on? Hey, you know that that's my move. I don't get changed after my match. I stay in gear. Otherwise, you don't look like a wrestler. You got to look like a wrestler if you want people to come buy the merch. If I'm not wearing an outfit that matches my action figure, who's going to buy that action figure? You know what I mean? The other thing that's nice about it is I stay at the merch table while everyone slowly filters out. And that means usually by the time I've gone back and got changed and come back, most of the ring has been taken out to the trailer. Shh, don't tell Rip. Don't tell him my brilliant plans. Come on. Oh, not enough spin. Okay, all right. I mean, I can pick up that spare. I can pick up that spare. That's not too bad. Gotta ask the boy if he wants to go. Yeah, yeah, find out. Yeah, tell the improv kids to come. Yes, and please tell them that we would like them to be there. See how I yes-anded that? Planning on wearing the sweatshirt. Yes, the Lost Boys will be there again. Going to dress as a cute, sad clown. Oh, Puddles. Used to be my entrance music back in the day when I was a heel. I don't know if that's been discussed on stream here that I used to enter to Puddles' cover of Royals. Not enough arc. All right, all right. I want a Perry figure in street clothes. I'd have to. I gotta. Yeah, you want streamer Perry, right? You want the way I appear on stream. I've considered doing alternate versions like that. Bobby Gilbert's in ad jail. There it is. He'll never know. He'll never know that I might make a street clothes Perry. This is, if Bobby learned to read lips, ad jail wouldn't be a problem. Just saying. Got to put in the effort. You know what I mean? All right, all right, all right. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, oh. Nickabeans throwing out the gift subs. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nickabeans. Heck yeah, let's go. That's the next thing on my list is I need to work on having all the cool like animated pop-ups come up on screen when people do stuff like that. Yeah, I've considered doing a throwback figure in like my old gear, the rich snob gear. Did it get him out of jail? I don't know. I didn't see. It looks like a lurker caught the gift sub. A poverty senpai. I can't quite see the full name on the pop-up that I got. Thank you still though. Appreciate it. Yeah, welcome to the party, pal. All right, how did I do? Did that bump me up? I know I did better. All right, let's see. I'm not in the top third. Not in the middle third. I'm not in. Oh, they're not even thirds. They're quarter. I am still in dead last at negative 83. That's okay. I'm not about. Look, I'm not about to be deterred. Hey, Bobby Gilbert's back. I assume. Negative 83. Yeah, not ideal. It's okay. We're still figuring the game out. See how that does. Come on. Get in there. Yeah, that's the strong start we need. It sure is a game for professionals. Hey, I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I've been doing great at it. So, did I miss anything? Yes, Bobby, I was victim blaming when you went into ad jail. I said that if you learn to read lips, ad jail wouldn't be a problem. So maybe you need to put in a little more effort. I was, of course, kidding. Oh, oh, come on. Are you kidding me? You kidding me with that? Come on. When I'm done here, headed down into the basement. Today is back and biceps. I've been going a little light on my leg workouts the last couple of weeks, or last week or so. When I was at Blitzkrieg in the big scramble I just had, I very much tweaked one of my knees, and it seems okay. But I don't really know that I want to put a lot of heavy squat weights on it or be doing a lot of heavy lunges. You know what I mean? Bobby, that is the appropriate response. Nicely played. All right, let's see. Is that going to do it? Come on, get in there. A little two in the center. A little two in the center. Left us, what is that? Is that the 7 or the 10? I should really number the pins in the corner there. That'll do it. Yeah, pick it off. There we go. We got them. We're back. We're coming back. Competitive Perry turns into Job. Come on. Should 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 the guy in the Spatula City shirt? Da 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 da. All right, let's try one with like no spin. There we go. That ought to give us like a Brooklyn. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're cooking now. Maybe, like, I want to be able to just do the spin throws. I think they're cooler. Yeah, didn't line that up the way I wanted it to. Don't love that. All right, come on. Just get him. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. You should call that a Job, guy. Give me a Job. Job. No, no, no. A Job's what I call a banana with double chocolate, double nuts. Spatula City, Spatula City. Ba-doom, doom, 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 doom. There's just one place to go for all your spatula needs. Hello, I'm Cy Greenbloom, owner of Spatula City. I like the product so much, I bought the company. Yeah, there we go. All right, all right. Like I'm not breaking any records with these scores, but I'm getting better every game. Getting better every game. Come on. In a minute, I'm just going to give up and just do straight shots on everything. Oh, that might hook a little much. We got it. We got it. Buy 9 spatulas, get the 10th one for just one. And what better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula? My, where did you get that lovely spatula? Diddle diddle diddle. Yeah. Of course, coming back from Spatula City leads us directly into the segment that gave us Weird Al's Beverly Hillbillies, Money for Nothing, Beverly Hillbillies. There's just some movies that and UHF is certainly one of them for me where every moment of that film is just permanently like etched into my brain. Come on, yeah, come on, we're finishing strong. That's our first turkey of the game. We got 3 in a row there. See if we can make it 4. It's just such a great movie. Come on. See that? Four strikes in a row. Rip Bison could never. This is my version of trash talking. Hey, I broke 200. Not bad. All right, let's see. I'm not in the top quarter. Not in the second quarter. Not in the third quarter. I'm still in dead last with negative 79. It's okay. We can come back. We can come back. Oh, Joel Miller, you found the marble in the oatmeal. You're a lucky, lucky, lucky little boy, because you know why? You get to drink from the fire hose. Fun story. The name that they gave that kid, Joel Miller, is the name that Stanley Spadowski calls him. That is the name of Weird Al's childhood best friend, who was one of the only one of the only Al friends they could find to be interviewed for the Behind the Music because Al was such a nerd. They had lots of contemporaries, lots of co-workers, people he had worked with, but not a lot of like friends. And so his only friend that they could get for it was his childhood best friend, Joel Miller, who has a namesake in UHF. Brooklyn style? No, oh, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Are they still friends? I believe so. I believe they are. Certainly, he had nice things to say about him on his Behind the Music. So unless they've had a falling out since then, which I don't think Weird Al has falling outs with people. I don't think that that's a thing. Oh, come on. Come on. You kidding me with that? Get out of here. What are you talking about? Nonsense. Yeah, we picked it off. Oi, my cat just bit my nose. You okay, Robotic? I mean, your cat's cute enough to get away with anything. So, two straight up the middle. No bueno. Of course he is. He's a cat. All cats are just kind of at best low level evil. My giant cat Twos, who is a monstrous human being, even though he's a cat, is currently curled up in a basket in our living room. It's not a place he's supposed to go, but it is like a perfect fit for him. We've done nothing to quell this issue. We just said, all right, that's where you go now. Yeah, Weird Al seems like the best. Like he's the rare example of show business where no one has a bad thing to say about him. Feline monster truck. Yeah, that's Toozy. He's the feline monster truck. That's pretty. I want you to know I'm stealing that, and you're getting nothing for it, but I am stealing it. So anyone who asks, I'm going to tell them I came up with it because it's pretty good. And that's what show business is. It's just stealing creative work other people have done. Robotic knows. He'll tell you all about it. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, we can still save this game. That'll do it. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna Perry fig for royalties. Yeah, as soon as I make some money off of saying it. Robotic, I was saying you know all about how show business is mostly just stealing good ideas from other people. You spent enough time in showbiz in LA, you know. Yeah, there we go. I almost thought they were gonna rob me again. Tim Minchin has a whole song about it, and he's never lied to me once. So Yeah, that came in at a weird angle. So ends the run of strikes. There we go. That'll clean them out. I'm starting to pick up how this is working. This game is difficult. Come on. Come on. Oh, just you see how close that was? Robbed. Yeah, this score ain't gonna move us any further up the tournament, I'm afraid. Well, let's try a hook shot while we're here. I can't make the score any worse. I guess that's fine. Accessory for my 2026 figure. Yeah, tell me what are you thinking? Thank you, Nightbot. Ah, the breeze from the ball should knock that pin over. 157 is not great in tournament play. All right, I know I'm gonna be dead last still. Negative 122. Woof. My cat. I had at one point thought about putting out a like deluxe version of Perry that would have all 5 chickens and all 3 cats. That's a lot of work. And I don't know that there'd be that many people that were dying for that version of a Perry figure. You know, that's the tough part. Is I have to always weigh like how much work is a cool creative thing I want to do versus will anyone actually want this? I guess that's kind of all creative endeavors, right? Oh, come on. Ah, not enough, not enough. Yeah, I knew Nickabeans would. That felt right up your alley. There we go. Got one with the hook shot. Yeah, might be a little too much spin. Ooh, almost kept it. Twitch stream exclusive, only sold to people on the Twitch stream. I'd have to get pre-orders before I started work on it. Oh. Now, one of the things I want to work on during the sort of the lull in the wrestling season here, the sort of mid-December through like call it mid-February usually. One of the things I've been wanting to work on is making my own vacuformer, because then I can make proper like bubble packs for my figures so they have actual like packaging. That would be that would be a thing where I'd consider doing some really interesting one-off versions for like just Twitch and other places. Make your cats and chickens wrestle each other. Oh, they're friends. When the chickens were fairly new, they would hang out on our back porch with us, and they would sit. They would like get comfy and kind of like sit down right at our screen door, our sliding screen door, and right on the other side of the sliding screen door. At the time, we only had 2 of the 3 cats, but those 2 cats would just be sitting there, inches from these chickens. Really couldn't be bothered by the fact that there were birds right in front of them. Like, they'd stare at them and they thought they were neat, but like there was never a like I want to get at that from them. Very strange. Like maybe they just knew they were all siblings. All our boy cats getting little baby sisters that are all chickens. Not in my figure promotion. I'm gonna start using that on people when I disagree with them. Not in my figure promotion. I think that could be a very versatile saying. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see. Can I get this spare? There's like no way, right? There's no way that I land this spare. Oh, oh, come on. Did you guys see that? Come on. Yeah, the score here ain't going to be much to write home about, I'm afraid. Never mind. All right. Okay, we're coming back. We're coming back. See if I can close out with a whole bunch of strikes in a row. That would be really excellent. Two straight up the middle. Two straight up the middle. Any figure you make, you could start your own. Yeah, I could, but as it is, I'm already having to figure out how I'm supposed to balance my streaming schedule with like regular life. Oh, come on. That was almost a spare too. And like workouts and stuff. I already don't have enough time for the things I do. Brooklyn? Oh, come on. Nah, no bueno. Terrible game. Terrible game. 126 is an awful score. Let's see how bad am I doing now? Negative 196. I got a lot of ground to pick. Woo. Woo. All right. Let's just try coming slightly to the side and doing like no spin really, or almost no spin. Ooh, that might be good. All right, all right. Come on, we can do this. So another idea for Wednesday streams during the off season. Yeah, tell me, because Wednesday streams are gonna be wild during the off season. We got watch-alongs to do. We got workshop builds to do. Some 3D modeling projects coming up for sure. Ah, there we go. Starting off with the turkey right off the bat, 3 in a row. They announced Screamboat 2, or I keep seeing Screamboat on one of the services that I have a login for. It might be Peacock. Um, I haven't been able to bring myself to watch it yet. Same goes for the like ruin the streak right there. Same goes for the like Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Ah, field goal. Whoa. Me and Joey could be announcers via Discord. Yeah. Blood and honey. Let's try coming about to like trying to remember what I was doing that was working so well because I do not really recall. Oh, that might be it. Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. Robbed me on that one. Ah, just missed it. That animation is an annoying one. Okay, we can save this. Let's focus up here. See what that does. Brooklyn side. Ah. Ah. Rough game. Rough game here. Ah, now we're talking. We're back again. We're back. We're coming back. That might have been a bit much. Yeah, not quite gonna not gonna give us the strike we wanted, but we can come back from this. Good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that if I was to have a figure fed, it would take me a very long time to prepare for because I would want to make a lot of very obscure characters to be in it that don't already have toys. Like I would want it to be just my indie wrestling friends. And that would mean custom designing figures for all of them and making them. It's very time consuming. It's fun, but it's very time consuming. Like, yeah, it would be a couple years before I'd be ready to do it. And even then, I'm very protective over my toys. So I feel like the matches would read like the old Sunday morning Superstars matches where it felt like everyone was just trying to not break a nail. Come on, get it, get it. Oh, come on. You know, 167 is better than we did last time, but I'm still going to be in dead last by a far shot. Oh, I'm even worse. Negative 229. I didn't even know you could do that badly. I wish I knew how to change the difficulty here. Well, guess we're just giving it a shot. We're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going until we get good at this. Yeah, okay. All right, we're back. We're back to having a strong start here. I feel good about that. Me, Chigusa, Dump, Rip, and Kodai, and Johnny. And Delmy. You gotta have Delmy. If you're gonna have Chigusa and Dump, you gotta have Delmy in there. All right, well, so much for doubling up the strikes here. Just got it. Just got it. Yeah, speaking of Delmy, I gotta finish her figure up down there. Still sitting in the workshop, untouched since I last was painting it on stream. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. Nah, not enough spin to keep it up. Yeah, not great, not great. All right, we can come back. If we can break 200, I'm pretty happy with that. A little too dead center on there. I gotta scoot over a little. All right. And too much spin. Too much. Fine line we walk in this game. I don't generally think of old school games as being games of finesse, but this one certainly is, and I kind of like that because again, it's supposed to be my relaxing stream. Come on, yeah. I like the little animation of my guy pumping his fist. Make it two? No, of course not. Why would it? Why would I make it two? Oh yeah, you'd need a custom bobby. Yeah, the oil patterns on this thing are very complicated. Ah, come on. That's maybe the best that's maybe the best spare I've picked up. Feeling good about that. Yeah. All right. We just got to stack a few more of those. Yeah. Not enough. Not enough. Let's see if we can. Almost got it again. Almost. It's all going to heck. At least I picked up that spare. Is that going to give me one extra shot? Yeah. All right. Come on, strike. Let's end on a strike. Nope, it doesn't catch. It's crazy. Oh, 149 ain't gonna help me. Let's see what's my negative score now. Negative 280. Woof. Woof. All right, here we go. Two dead center, I think. Yep. That's gonna be a tough spare to pick up. Not impossible, but tough. Yeah, that won't do it. Ford Falcon Australian Supercar Shape Championship. Okay, that was pretty good. All right, all right. Just got to try to make that happen every time. It's this is just like how I do in real bowling these days. I try to replicate what I do when I do well, and then it doesn't quite have the well, mm-hmm. Not quite. And I can pick up a spare here though. Yeah, there we go. Hey, my remarks. Looked over and I saw Brunswick World and I was like, is this man playing bowling right now? You better believe it. This is my new thing. On Mondays I take I pick a game that's low stress. Just wanna chill and have a nice stream. I did hear about Mo from Men on a Mission passing. That's a real bummer. I like a big goofy heavyweight tag team from that era, you know? Thanks, Cody Brooks. Welcome, bud. All right. Come on. Catching that spare. All right. All right. Yeah, that's right. Mellow Mondays. I like that. Uh, for me, it's because, I spend the weekends wrestling and then I come home and I have all this laundry to do and it can be very stressful on a Monday to try to think like what game am I gonna play, and then when I'm done with the stream, I have to go work out and like, am I gonna exhaust myself on stream playing something really involved and intense? I hold hardly back Mellow Monday. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's try about there, see what happens. Come on, where's the hook? Where's the hook? I gave it all that spin. It refused to catch. There we go. That'll do it. Yeah. Just gonna throw out Wii bowling announcer lines at random. Ooh, I'm into that. Gotta let the ball go backwards. Everyone behind me jump and spin. I loved Wii bowling. Me and Hirobotic and our college roommate Sarah, the three of us played so many. When the Wii dropped, Sarah got it Black Friday. She and I went and waited overnight in line when that used to be a thing. And then me and Hirobotic and Sarah, we played days straight of Wii Sports. The bowling and the tennis was the ones for us. Yeah, we did. We spent a lot of time on that. That and Pain on your was it the Xbox 360? Brooklyn, come on, rake it in there. Oh, robbed. Oh, that was on the PS3. Okay, too much hook. Total. Oh, come on. It's possible to find Pain anywhere else. Also the Mrs. We all loved that game. When I had that first terrible job out of college, I would come home and just play that game all day instead of doing my work. It was awesome. Don't think the job appreciated it, but screw them. Who'd they ever beat? A little too direct on the center there. Too direct. It's a real shame that Pain's impossible to find now. PC is halfway distant. You could run an emulator for PS3 stuff if Pain is still available, even on a ROM, because that was a pretty obscure game. Yeah, pick that one off. Let's go. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves one last strike here. Hook, hook, hook. There we go. Come on. Yeah, finish strong, I guess. 180. I think that's like the second best we've done. We beat 200 one time. Let's see what my score is now. I was negative like 223 before. -300. How is it worse? I don't understand how their rankings work. Do I not know enough about bowling to play this game? I have 2 perfectly good bowling trophies in my basement from when I played in a league in middle school, and this game is not reflective of my skill. I am a professional athlete. Bobby Gilbert says lies. I posted it the other day. But you don't watch the gram closely enough, so you wouldn't have seen it. These days the gram really is where I'm the most active on social media. Just went and looked up Pain. That's hilarious. Yo, that game ruled. It was the perfect time waster. It was kind of like this. It was incredibly low stress. Yeah, there goes the run. I'm a lifelong straight edge, Elmira, so no, I did not. But I could see where that game would lend itself to the folks who did. Hirobata can tell you I've been boring the entire time he's known me. See what that does. Why not? Oh, maybe Brooklyn style off the backside. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're back in the game. That's how I yeah, that's how I would describe myself to people. I have this friend. He's boring. Uh, it's always very interesting for me to learn how people describe me to people. Um, Delmy years ago had gone to a show in the Midwest. A bunch of people she didn't know wrestling, and they said, "Wow, you know your technical wrestling's really good. You're like your grappling and your chain wrestling's really good. Who trained you?" And she said, "Oh, my trainer's Perry Von Vicious." And then she paused. She goes, "He's the human monster truck," which is a great way to explain why her technical wrestling is so good. And yes, I do find a lot of stoner coded things to be really entertaining and fun, especially where video gaming is concerned. Backside? Oh, come on. I got robbed on that one. Oh, just missed it. Not great. That's okay. I mean, that's pretty. You know, we've done worse in this game. Oh, come on. Keep keep leaving that. I believe that's the 10 pin. Keep leaving the 10 pin up there. Yep. Downloading Paint as a ROM and a PS3. Oh, if that works well, I see. I always wonder, like, am I going to be able to emulate stuff as strong as a PS3? Like, I don't know. I have a pretty good gaming computer. I bought it specifically because I needed something that could do 3D modeling without chugging. So I would assume it's good enough for that. But if it is, if that works, let me tell you, Elmira says you'll be fine. If it does work, let me tell you, oh, that's way too much spin. That's not going to help me. There'll be a pain stream coming for sure. Is there anything wildly inappropriate in that game? I don't think there was. I think it literally was just flinging a dude around, right? Brother. Borther. I like Borther. I'm part of the Borther movement. You can tell a joke is really bad when when I'm laughing at it myself. Ah, of course it hooked. It's rated 16 plus, so I think you're in the clear. Okay. Yeah, like there's not a lot that I really mind having on the stream. I mean, so far, like my only real rule has been like I don't play games with like any form of like realistic gun violence, which does limit me. Like as we're in the Halloween season, it does limit me on like zombie games. Like they're all basically just that. But I get by just fine. Look, this is a great Halloween game. Bowling. Is that not classic for the season? Ooh. Started off every one of these games I start off really strong and then by the end I've just destroyed my score. See, no, it's pretty straightforward, but I'll give you the updated parental guide once I get this to work. Yeah, that's true. Now that you are a grown up with a child, you have a better clear idea of what's rough. Tons of Halloween games. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna try to get Luigi's Mansion up and running at some point. Um, that's sort of top of the list for me. I know the new Silent Hill F feels very Halloweeny, and it's not gun violence strictly. So I like that. Hey, Mr. Man. See, the scary part of this game is you never know when they're going to turn around and scream, "Who do you think you are? I am." Yes, what a bowling reference. Or something crazy. Local youth theater is putting on a Clockwork Orange. That is crazy. That's awesome, but that's crazy. Uh, one of the really cool like alt weird girls in my no, 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 no. One of the cool, really weird, like alt girls when I was in high school, dressed as a character from Clockwork Orange, and most of the school didn't know what it was. That's how in the boonies I lived. No one had any exposure to art. I got it, and she's awesome. Now she is head of fundraising and development for the largest local theater group in our area. So she moved on to do really cool stuff that far surpassed what her small town would have had for her. My physical therapist didn't know Clockwork Oranges, but she knew who Usher was. Wow. Huh. Yeah. Well, you know, everybody has their wheelhouse, I guess. Like, I mean, I guess earlier there was a reference to a bunch of movies being made, and I don't know any of them because I don't watch movies. So, like, I get it. Let's see what that does. That's Brooklyn. Yeah, there we go. We're back. We're coming back. Oh, come on. I keep getting robbed here. There we go. Every once in a while, just nail it. Oh wow, we're getting toward the end of the stream here. We're getting toward the end of my time before I get ready to have my workout for the night. Back in biceps tonight, which is a tends to be a bit of a faster workout, so I might have a little extra time to keep playing here. Oh, that's cool. Just yeah, there we go. Just kissed it. Just boom. Oh, robbed. There we go. All right, I'm getting a little better at keeping myself alive here. Let's try like about there. See what happens. Maybe. Ah, way too middle of the road. Show my older brother Clockwork. We were both in our 20s. Noped out after the first scene. You know, not everything is for everyone. That's something that I've been talking with a lot of my wrestling friends about when they have really like strong opinions that something in wrestling is just awful. They really hate it. I go, you know, maybe that's just not for you. Like maybe that one thing just ain't for you. Not everything is for everyone, and one of the hardest things about getting older, I think, is realizing that a lot of stuff ain't for you anymore, you know? Thankfully, there was never much for me. Unless that thing is the Eagles. That's always for old people. Oh, doom, 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 doom. Too much spin, I think. Oh, yeah, just missed it. All right, let's see. One frame left to try to get some points racked up here. Let's try one with like no spin. Yeah, that didn't do it either. Have I ever worked for Atlantic Pro Wrestling? I have. I think only once. I was brought in to, oddly enough, I worked there one time. I was main eventing in a triple threat match for their championship against, I'm not going to remember who was even in the match. Ilya was in it and someone else. Yeah, I don't even recall what the match was. It was a couple years ago. I want to say it was like maybe 2021, 2022. Um, why do you ask? Oh gosh, I couldn't tell you where it was. Yeah, all the everything east of Worcester is Boston to me, so my answer is Boston, but it wasn't Boston. Yeah, you know what? You know what? You're asking. You got the question. I'm gonna pull up my spreadsheet of all my matches, and I'm gonna find out. Why sit here and hem and haw and say that I don't know the answer when I have a perfectly good spreadsheet of every match that I've ever had, and I can just look. Let's see here. Get there. There it is. It was in Newburyport, which I should have remembered, John Cena's hometown. In Newburyport, I was against Nico Silva and Ilya Markopoulos. Markopoulos is a triple threat. I believe at the time Nico was the APW champion. There it is. I knew I had an answer. I just didn't have it off the top of my head. Down to negative 380. Not doing great. We got time for one or two more games, and then we may go raid someone. We may I'll see who's on. Ooh, yeah, yeah. We may do some raiding when we're done. Okay, then sometime they sometimes do events in my town. I was wondering if maybe it did one there. It's so I know that I also work for Rad Pro Wrestling, which often share venues with APW now. So it's possible that I may be doing one very near you soon. The ticker moves more slowly these days because it used to move a little too fast. But keep your eye on the ticker on the bottom there and see if anything as the year closes out comes anywhere near you. Two dead center, two dead center. No good, no good. The mighty words of Jet Wee. No good, no good. Just. Oh, come on. Well, an inauspicious first frame. Yeah, I'd love to see you in some of the other grind regulars. Oh wait. Wrestling sometime. Love me some silly wrestling. Rad is a lot of fun. Town in New Hampshire, so it's like really random that they do events there. Herobotic, you keep me posted. I want to know. I want to know if Pain ends up working out. Just realized I can. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Need a better visual on the chat. So. Uh-oh. Gotta fix that. That's not what we wanted to do. That was crazy. Did you guys see that? All right. Thanks, Nightbot. All right, here we go. See what that does. That might be enough. Two dead middle again. Come on. Come on. We got to find that sweet spot. Ah, that got where we wanted to be. Nightbot, thank you as always. Boy, I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's been the last couple months. I've just been skirting right under that number. Tell your friends. Create some extra accounts and go subscribe. Be my army of bots. I do have a lot of vlog episodes coming out. They're all my camera froze. My camera did freeze. Look at that. That is exceedingly annoying. All right, give me 1 sec to futz with that and fix that. See that? There we go. Now we're back. Everything's got to be complicated, you know. Oh, Herobotic might have got it up and running. Hook those books. What the feds don't know don't hurt me. Yeah, pick up that spare. There we go. No snitching. Everybody just be cool. Ooh, that might have done it. Yeah, there we go. That's looking good. Come on. Shame. There we go. I'm getting better at picking up those stragglers. So, gotta like that. See how that does. Ooh, that might be good. Yeah. Speaking of APW, one of my good longtime friends used to be in a band with Mike McCarthy. Oh, Mike McCarthy's the man. Man, I miss Mike McCarthy. I don't see him around anymore. Which, you know, for a lot of people, when they move on from wrestling or they just stop coming around, there's a part of me that goes, you know, good for them. They got out. They did it. They escaped. There we go. Yep, cleaning house there. Still loading, but the fact it's loading is, at all is positive. That's true. Oh, come on. Caught a bad line on the way the lane is oiled. Ah, woof. Ooh, terrible, terrible. What are you doing? What are we doing? Okay, that's good. All right, see if we can finish strong here. Yeah, strong finish. Not going to be a great score, but yeah, 164. We've had a few of those. All right, let's see. Are we in negative 400 yet? Yeah, negative 416. Boy, I am bad at this game. Try this. See what happens if I do it like that. Hmm. Weird. Just messing around and it suddenly got way better. Ooh, not quite, not quite. We kept the spare alive. We're still picking up. We're still stacking offense here. Fat lot of good all that spin did me. All right, let's just go one right up the center. Good enough. Needed something there. A bit too much. See, this is interesting. Sometimes it catches too much, sometimes it doesn't catch nearly enough. Yeah. There we go. Robotic, any progress over there? You got me glued to the chat now. The music in this is more catchy the more I play. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's okay. Can't always get what you want. Rolling Stone said so. And there we go. Yeah, so some of this is just me doing like just guessing at random. Like, I don't know, maybe it needs this much spin and this much power. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently that's not what it needed. that'll be good. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Robotics got it up and running. Here comes the pain. There we go. Cleaning it out. We're keeping ourselves alive here. It's going to be a terrible score. Yeah, I should have gone with less spin there. It's you know, it's a learning process. Yeah, needed more there. Yeah, 162 again. Let's see, are we at negative 500 yet? Negative 454. We'll do one more. We'll squeeze out one more. These games go by pretty quick. Yeah. That's a tough one. Yeah, I was never quite gonna get that one. Just pinch one off. Yeah, just gonna squeeze one out here real quick. When I was a kid, my parents had a friend they'd known when they were in college who came out to visit. He was a very cool, interesting, and quirky guy with a strange sense of humor that I really enjoyed. And the first night he met me, I'd gone in to use the bathroom, and when I came out, he's sitting in the kitchen with my parents, and he just turns and looks at me and goes, "Everything come out all right?" To a 14-year-old, couldn't have been funnier. I still make that joke to people. Two dead center, come on. Okay, so it's not just me. I appreciate that. It's good to know. Makes me feel less alone. All right, we can bring this game back around. Come on. Let's try to finish the stream out strong. Oh, that could do it. All right, there we go. Thank you, Nicobeans. Again, to a 14-year-old who'd never heard it before, from a total stranger I'd met a couple hours earlier. Pretty good. Yeah, don't fall in. A little too dead center. Dang it. Not what I wanted. All right, we can. I wonder. I wonder if we can pull the spare off here. Oh, come on. You guys see that? Let's go. Great follow up. High school math teacher used to say, mention my name, you'll get the best seat in the house. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I once got detention. I once got suspended. If you got kicked out of office detention, you would be suspended. And I got suspended once for riffing on a joke along with my science teacher who was running the detention. Um, he was going around and he was playing the like cool teacher thing, like, "Hey, what are you in for?" was like kind of his gag. And he asked me, and I said, I was talking in French class. I shouldn't have been. I was talking. And he goes, "French class? When I was in high school, yeah, me and my friends used to just sit in the back of class, and every once in a while we'd shout out 'wee wee,' and that was all it took." And I looked at him and I said, You used to go wee wee in the back of your French class, and he kicked me out, and I got suspended the next day. I thought we were riffing. I thought we were making jokes together. Apparently, he wasn't great at yes anding. Yeah, I thought I was doing good. He apparently didn't approve of that joke. Thank you. Thank you, Elmira. I got suspended the old-fashioned way, being a menace. Well, I had a bit of that too. I was a very different person when I was, especially like middle school was really the problem time for me. This theme is going to be stuck in my head. Not over enough. Ooh, that might be good. Oh, you kidding me? You kidding me with that? Come on. Yeah, okay, good. Just got it. Just kissed it. I just tried to find more constructive ways to be a menace now. Oh, that's fair. I mean, I suppose in a lot of ways I'm kind of the same, but I'm very mellow now, and I don't think I really was when I was in my early teens. 160, man, I've been stuck in that sort of 160, 180 purgatory with the occasion. Let's see, did we hit negative 500? Negative 494. Well, that's going to have to be good enough. All right. And with that, we are going to call it a stream. I am, however, I think we're going to go raid one of the streamers I enjoy, Frank Howley, who has been involved with Mega 64 for years and years. And he has a great stream. If you guys don't follow him, if you've never seen him, he does great stuff. Um, I really like that he will stream a lot of Joshi wrestling, and it's awesome because he actually knows what's going on, and he'll pause it, and he'll use Google Translate to like figure out what's on the screen and kind of fill you in. Really cool stuff. But all right, I'm gonna send this over that way. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will see you all again tomorrow at 8:30. We'll be playing Mandragora again because that was a lot of fun. So I will see you then. Thank you all for hanging out.